Le Poste Frontière de Malaba, qui sépare le Kenya de l'Ouganda, se trouve sur le principal axe de transport de l'Afrique de l'Est.
Malaba Customs border point is actually a very critical crossing point into not only Uganda but also the region. It handles about 75% of the cargo that is eventually consumed in Uganda. It also handles about 80% of the cargo that is destined to the Great Lakes region, Tanzania, DR Congo, Rwanda, Burundi, Southern Sudan.
En une journée, plus de 650 camions passent la frontière en direction de l'Ouganda et plus de 450 autres en direction du Kenya. La mauvaise coordination des contrôles des agents à la frontière, la duplication des procédures et le manque d'infrastructures informatiques est cause des délais de passage où les camions devaient attendre pendant des jours le dédouanement des marchandises sont responsables des coûts élevés de transport et d'un manque à gagner.
The history of this border and which is actually the same across all borders in the region is that they have been very uncompetitive.
We had to come up with initiatives to make sure that we do business differently so that we can cope up with the times ahead of us.
Le programme de politique de transport en Afrique, SSATP, a cherché des moyens d'améliorer les temps de passage à Malaba en établissant des données de référence et en réalisant des analyses pour permettre aux services de contrôle d'évaluer les performances et d'identifier les aspects à améliorer. Par exemple, les services de contrôle ont adopté le système d'échange informatisé de données des régies financières, le système RADEX, pour échanger les données et accroître l'efficacité.
Because of this RADEX, we are in position to receive pre-arrival information so that we can plan better, and by the time cargo arrives, we do know precisely what form of intervention we are going to do.
Pour permettre un transit plus fluide, les agents de contrôle ont décidé de mettre en place un poste frontier juxtaposé, recommandation clé préconisée par le SSATP.
Right at the entry point, we have got both the URA and KRA officials seated together, so that when the truck comes, it stops over, and after stopping over, the Kenya Revenue Authority official sights it exit Kenya, and having sighted it, he simply passes over the document to the Ugandan counterpart, who sights the truck enter into the country. And that is very good because it's basically at one stop, two activities are being done.
Right now, it is only taking a day to clear a truck through the border, as opposed to the initial 5 days that it used to take.
Most of the achievements that we have been able to make or deliver out of this border have nothing to do with the huge investment in terms of money and infrastructure.
Policy, regulatory measures, and collaboration among border agencies are even more important than infrastructure.
The entire population depends on that border. Either they are exporting their commodities or they are importing their commodities. The produce that we are getting from our farms, the manufactured products, the semi-processed products, all of them have to cross through the border. So if the border is not working out right, it means that at the end of the day, there is going to be some delay or some additional cost, and that cost has to be borne by the citizens of this region.
The Malaba border crossing is one example of how sound policies promoted by the Africa Transport Policy Program can help make a positive difference.
These borders must be functional, they must be efficient, they must be competitive. Otherwise, they undermine the competitiveness of our region and our country in a global market arena.